Let's talk about going after active music fans only and ditching passive music fans. Hey, it's John here at Hyped It. As I've grown my music to now over 7 million streams on Spotify, I've made lots of mistakes. And I want to share some of these mistakes with you here so that you can get to your goals in terms of fans and listeners and streams that you have a lot easier. And that's why I wanted to dedicate this video to probably the number one mistake that I've experienced along the way of my journey. And that's been not understanding the difference between active music fans and passive music fans. Now, to illustrate this, I want you to imagine that you have the opportunity to play and perform as a music artist in front of two different crowds of people. The first group of people is a room of 1,000 raving music fans. They are lined up in front of a stage. The stage is empty, just waiting for a music artist to step onto it. And those 1,000 fans in the room are fans of exactly your genre and your style of music. So if you decide to perform in this room, you're stepping onto a stage in front of a raving, die-hard audience. But you have a choice because there's also a second room. The second room also has 1,000 music fans in it. People who are genuinely passionate about music and love listening to music. But in the second room, all these people are occupied. They're doing something. You have some folks working on desks. You have some folks working out, doing fitness stuff. You have some folks cleaning or doing laundry. They all do something. Their minds are just occupied with a very specific activity that they are focused on right now. Now, if you're an artist and you have the opportunity to perform in one of those rooms, but only one of those rooms, and your goal is to grow a fan base, real listeners, and get as much exposure and growth for your music as possible, which of those rooms would you pick? Chances are you would say, John, what a stupid question. Of course, I would want to perform in the room that has the stage and 1,000 diehard music fans just ready to go in front of that stage. It seems kind of obvious, right? And yet, when it comes to real life, I see most music artists put their energy and their effort and the promotion budget into going after the second room, the room with all the people being occupied. And here's why I say this. The most frequently used method to promote music on Spotify is playlist promotion. Music artists pay playlist curators to put their music onto playlists in hopes of picking up listeners. But now imagine what this means. This means the music is getting in front of people who are, in fact, listening to the playlist. But most playlist listening happens as a passive activity. Those are people that might be at work listening to music in the background. They might be at the gym working out, listening to music in the background. Might be driving a car, having a conversation with somebody next to them, listening to music in the background. So yes, statistically, you are picking up a listener and a stream. But with playlist promotion, most music artists are putting their music in front of passive audiences. And that's the reason why playlist promotion usually doesn't stick. This is what I hear over and over again, that you pay for playlist curation, you get your music featured on a couple playlists, you do see a bump up in listeners and streams, but once your music is coming off of the playlist, all those numbers drop right back to zero. And that's because this passive audience, these passive listeners, they didn't convert to real diehard fans that would have saved the music, added to their playlist, and come back to stream it over and over again. And this is why playlist promotion can feel like you're running in a hamster wheel, right? You pay, you get on a playlist. It ends, your numbers drop back down to zero. You pay again, you get a bump again, but then you drop back down to zero afterwards. You're not building a fan base step by step. The total number of your audience just doesn't seem to grow. And that's why I've found success going after a promotion strategy that mimics the idea of playing in front of those diehard fans, this first room that I described with the stage just ready to go. And I'm doing this using laser targeted, highly impactful music ads on Facebook and Instagram. Because with these ads, you can actually get in front of people that are looking for new music. And as you do this, the AI actually learns the characteristics of these people and gets smarter and smarter, and is then able to find even more of those diehard fans for your music. It's an extremely powerful process, and it has made all the difference for my music promotion. Because I didn't even need that many listeners to get to 7 million streams. Instead, what I have are listeners who come back to my music over and over and over again. and play many of my tracks. In fact, if you look at a playlist that I put together with only my own music on it, you can see that I'm usually getting a multiple of 8 streams per listeners to 10 to 12 streams per listeners. And this is how these streaming numbers really start accelerating fast. So if you're looking to build a real fan base for your music, and you're looking to accelerate your listeners and your stream grow in a sustainable way, where it's not just getting results, getting no results, getting results, getting no results, but where it's a constant path of growth, then avoid my mistake. Don't go after passive listeners. Instead, go after active listeners. And again, I'm doing this with music ads that I now have automated, and I'm using software and AI to launch and run these campaigns literally in just minutes. If this is something that you want to try, then I invite you to check out my brand new coaching program. It's called the Spotify Growth Switch. And in the Spotify Growth Switch, I show you step by step and click by click how you can start getting lots of real fans, listeners, and streams in literally just minutes using software and AI. It's super easy, it works for any genre, and it's literally as simple as flipping on a spotlight switch for your music promotion. Let me leave a link below this video here. Check it out. I think you're gonna love it. I look forward to seeing you on the inside, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Cheers.